Yo, what is up, people? Smithers are here today to give you Kamisama no Inai Nichiyoubi, episode 5 review. Okay. Let me just get this out the way. I don't like it. I don't like her character right now. And I mean, she's been through a lot of fucked up shit, yes. But her character, in this episode, she showed something that it's something I really hate. I hate to see it in people, even nowadays. When people rush into things without thinking, I really fucking hate that. They like literally, like they just rush out there. And I get that she's 12, but still, come on, bro. Or girl. No, you don't do that It's like, what the, man. I mean, every single time I see this shit, every time, it pisses me off because it reminds me of, like, real life. People don't, but I like that. Because people actually don't fucking think. They just do shit. And then after they do shit, they're like, oh my god, I'm so sorry I fucking killed your family. Shit like that. It's like, I didn't know it was wrong. I'm so sorry. I was caught up in the... Shut the fuck up. Nobody wants to hear that bullshit. I couldn't control my... Yes, you can. Trust me. You can. Don't give me that bullshit. Like, you can't do this, you can't do that. You can. It's just more convenient for you not to. I mean, I really, really, really don't like people who don't think. Me personally, I think before I do anything. Like, I think before I act. Except when I'm talking. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. When I'm talking, it's a direct fucking link. There's no thought process at all. It just comes the fuck out. There's no like fucking pause. There's none of that bullshit. But besides that, everything else is like really pretty good. I'm like, oh shit. You know what I mean? But no, I can't. I just don't like that character. The character that just runs out there doing dumbass shit. Like, what the fuck is your problem? I don't give a fuck how old you are. And it just reminds me, because that's not only in like anime and shit. That's in real life. People do dumb ass shit, and then they expect you to forgive them for that shit. No. Because you decided for a second that it would be more convenient for you not to think about it. You should be forgiven. No. Say no. I'm tired of that shit. I don't like that. I don't like that in today's society. And it ties in a lot with the spoil the child and spare the rod bullshit. That's bullshit. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. That's bullshit. You gotta teach them right from wrong. Oh god. That, like literally you have to do that shit. But apparently now it's illegal. You gotta fucking talk to kids and shit. No, you don't. I get it. It's like, oh, yes, you gotta treat them as a person. Shut the fuck up. I mean that. Shut the fuck up. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what you say. That's bullshit. 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 If you can't teach somebody right from wrong, then where the fuck does their conscience go? It's just, you get what the fuck I'm saying. I don't like that. I don't like that character. When she just fucking like ran out like, oh, the princess, she doesn't know about this. I have to, shut the fuck up. Oh my god, if I was this dude, I would have been like, bitch, I don't give a fuck how old she was. You gotta lay down the law sometimes. You gotta put their safety over their happiness. And that's what I don't get. How in the fuck can you say you can't hit your fucking children and teach them right from wrong? You gotta just let them be happy and give them whatever the fuck they want. No, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. I was raised partially like that, and I fucking hated it. I don't know why. I just did. I never wanted to be spoiled. I had to teach myself right from wrong. Like other people, they got like, it's like you do something wrong, you get this. You do something right, you get this. Well, I kind of had to teach myself what was morally right and morally wrong. And not everybody can do that. A lot of people, I swear to God, life is about not only you. That's all I'm going to say. Just calm the fuck down. That's it. That's it. That's all I'm going to say about that fucking subject. Okay, no fucking summary, no, fuck that shit. Oh my god. All the fucking summaries I did today. This morning, it's like about to become late out right now. I woke up at like 12 o'clock and I was like, fuck it. And it's like 6 now and I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck? Why is it rendered so... Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. I don't know why there's a little 5-minute rant in the beginning of this fucking video, but there was. So accept it, deal with it. None. Episode no real summary. It's basically like this. It's another reiteration of the message that this anime shows a lot of. It's the main message, and it's a message that we've all probably heard before. Unless you had ignorant or dumbass parents that didn't punish you. If you've ever watched Disney Channel, though, I can say you've probably seen it there too, like Aladdin. Yeah, anything with genies. Oh my god, what was it called? Shabam or something. Oh my god, what was it? Was Shaq in there? And he was the genie? Oh my god. Oh my god, that was my shit. That was my shit. All I'm gonna say is that it's reiterating on the main focus of the anime, which seems to be careful what you wish for. Humans wanted to live forever. They do live forever. But it's not what they wanted. The dude, motherfucking immortal motherfucker. What did he want? He wished that every day would be like this. Like, he could be like this forever. What the fuck happened? He became an immortal human. Like living. He became an immortal living person. What the fuck? It's so much of be careful what you wish for in this shit. And it reiterated that with this statement. And we find out how this motherfucker, Kuro, we find out how he was born. Because he has the body of a 14-year-old he's had the body of a 14-year-old for the past 13 years. He was born because it's like a group of 5 friends. They were really close. They were all different ethnicities and all that shit. And 2 of them were together and they wanted to have a baby. But then the shit came along and they couldn't have a baby. And so they suck out, fuck it, I know how to say it, but I can't say the word. It's like sunk out. They seeked out a witch. And the witch said, it's like, I can make your dream come true, but in a very twisted way. And when she said that, she took pieces from each of these living motherfuckers, and she made a person out of it. Ah, damn. Won't even try. There's like fucking Rex and Pox, and we met Ortis, and those are the only 3 we met so far. And what's weird though, what's really weird is that's why they're half bodies like that. Because all those people are technically dead. And Kuroko, every time I want to say Kuroko, you know who I want to say from motherfucking every time I want to say Kiriko from Kuroko no Basket. Every time, and it's so hard not to say that name because that name's like imprinted in my mind. But fuck it. All I'm gonna say is that's why their bodies are like that. How half is one, half is the other. But I noticed something pretty weird. When we first met, it was Rex and Pox, I believe. I know I probably misspelled the girl with the pink hair. The girl with the pink hair. And she was on, and the faces were like this. Now, I want you personally, if you're watching this, to go take your hand, your right hand, and put it in your face. Like this. Okay. Like this. Now then so you can distinguish what I'm doing right now, because otherwise it'll be confusing as shit. Possibly. Okay. So this is the left half of my face, and this is the right. It's of course mirrored around because that's what it fucking does. So this is the left, this is the right. And now then, keep that in mind. Left, right. Now then, in the anime, Rex was on the left and she was on the right. And in this episode, where is she? She's on the left. And that other woman who's a doctor's on the right. Now what does that mean? Because does she have... that actually confused the shit out of me. I'm like, wait a minute. Because I know that if your body is split symmetrically in half, the other piece has to be somewhere. And then it kind of like got even weirder than that shit. Because apparently, like, each person, they got their own side of the body that they're sewed with or some shit. I don't know. Because it's like those... But they were like the same girl. It was like the same woman. Like the same woman, but apparently they're connected. Like Rex and that half of her body are connected. And then that Ortis and other half of that one's body is connected. And it's weird. It really is, because does that mean that they're all types of, they're like literally like 5 connected, like all interlooped and shit? That's weird. It really is very weird. And it even gets weirder. This dude, Kiriko, fuck his name. I'm calling him K from now on. His name is fucking K. His name is fucking K. Okay? This dude's name. And I swear to God, all he gets fucking distractions out here. Trying to fucking talk and I can't even scream, and that's what the fuck I hate. All I'm gonna say is that apparently he can tap into each one of these motherfuckers' minds and gain all their intelligence, because since he's made from them. And he's half living and half dead, because he technically is dead because he doesn't age, but he's also technically living because he was made with living body parts. And that's like a really fucking interesting like subject. I mean, so are all these other people connected, or did she just hear about it from the other half of her body? So, I mean, are like their minds connected, like you know, like the left half of her body who's on with Rex could talk to the right half of her body who's on Ortis, and then Ortis is left half of her body. I know it's getting confusing as shit. Left half of her body. Yeah, the left half of her body could talk to like another one that's connected to another person, and then another person that's connected to another person, and then another person that's connected to another person, and then eventually gets back to Rex. It's like, wouldn't that be some weird shit? That'd be weird as shit. And of course, she meets the princess. She doesn't talk. She writes everything down. She has a thing for K, of course, and K has a thing for her. It's fucking obvious. Hell yeah. You don't see that shit, you're blind. Kind of, maybe. I don't know, fucking. But then, this is when stuff got very, very interesting. Very interesting. We see this scene, and besides, of course, we learn about a disease that affects women, which is like called like you get the effects of pregnancy without actually being pregnant. But it's kind of weird though, because what if she actually is pregnant? I mean, because it's been proven right now since that gravekeepers can become pregnant. It's fucking weird. I swear to God, this has a lot of questions they need to ask. Like, how the fuck can the gravekeeper be pregnant, and like you just made the women infertile? Yeah, you just made the women infertile, and not the guys too. If you're dead, can you still? Those are important questions I want to know. I'm wondering that shit. Hell yeah, that's all I'm wondering. It's just weird, but fuck it. But then of course, we see this scene, and there are all these people. And I like the setting, how the way that this is set up, how it looks like there's going to be part 1, part 2, and part 3 of each individual, like, if you wanted to call it like an arc. Like a different location that they're at and meeting new people and shit like that. And I like that. But it also makes it kind of rushed. But the pacing is actually very good for this type of thing. I mean, I'm really not bored at all. But let's get back onto this. Since it was the second one, of course the third one is going to end. And it's most likely going to end on some crazy ass shit. I mean, yeah, because I'm going to call it Arc 1, because fucking Arc 1. That one was really fucking deep and complex. This one, technically speaking, it's 2/3 of the way through. And just like the other one, though, the third part 3 is going to be where it could shine. It depends. We'll have to wait till next week to find out if that's what it's going to be like. Like the first 2 episodes is just introducing the characters, then then the second one will be like a continuation of the story, getting more developed, and the third one will be the deep, underseated meanings and all the crazy shit happening. I hope that that's how it goes for each part, because it's very interesting. But we see these dudes, and there are like hundreds of people in rows. And when I saw this shit, because I remember hearing about the dark side of Ortis. Yeah, fucking Ortis is the city. I didn't even know the bitch's name, or is it? I don't know. Fuck her name. The girl with the glasses. Fuck her name. I know it's weird, but oh my god, this video. Let's just continue. And at first I thought, oh my god, is there about to be like some attacks? I thought it was like, because dead, we heard about them mutating, we still haven't seen it yet. Like, I want to see some some mutated dead motherfuckers. Like, where the fuck they at? They apparently turned to monsters. I haven't seen one fucking monster yet. It's almost been halfway through the series. You ain't gonna, they better not pull some bullshit where it's like the last episode and it's verse like some like no, we want to see him before that, because I know there should be a lot of them. This motherfucker, this motherfucker, immortal guy. He killed mad motherfuckers of these types. Like, he's seen them. But we're walking there and I was like, oh my god, there's about to be like a giant ass war or some type of siege or something like that. Nope. Turns out it's even more fucked up. They are the living that gave up hope and want to die so they can join this nice society. It's believable. It's very believable. I mean, it's like really, really believable. They want to die. But they don't want to die for peace. They want to die because they've lost their way and don't want to continue living. But even when you die, you still continue to live. So it's kind of like weird. I mean, and I'm still kind of pissed off that we haven't seen like no 88-year-old dead person yet. Like, because I mean, would that affect you? See, more fucking questions that they have to answer. Like, if you're older, like you live your entire life and you die of old age, and then you come back to life, wouldn't that fucking suck? Like, you went your entire life, and then God's like, fuck you, you're not gonna die. But you still die of natural causes. What the fuck happens then? You weren't died from being murdered or something. I mean, you died because your body couldn't continue on, and then you come back to life? That would be kind of weird. I mean, would you be unable to move too? Because, I mean, your body literally gave up on you. It has no energy left. It has no power. Nothing can move anymore. It's done. It's overused. But fuck that. And apparently, I was like, I'm gonna go fucking tell the princess, because, of course, Kay told her to stay inside. Kay and I. Fuck it. Maybe we'll meet a couple L's along the way. Just saying. Okay, and he tells her to stay the fucking inside. And when he tells her to stay inside, because apparently they're about to do a ceremony where they're about to induct the living into their society. And what that means is they're about to kill the motherfuckers. And I said something very important to the story. She says, but the queen of the dead country is living. Why would that be important? Because in order to join the country, you have to be dead. That's why that motherfucking dude with the dead wife and daughter and shit, they couldn't stay there for one reason. Because the motherfucker couldn't kill his daughter. Which is was a highly reasonable excuse. Hell yeah. Being forced to kill a family member would be... being forced to kill a child would probably be the worst thing anybody could do. And I guess most of them would rather die. Yeah, a lot of them rather die than have to kill their child. Like horrible, painful deaths too. I mean, that's what parenting comes with. Knowing that you would in a minute die for your child. That's a given. You become a parent, you have to be willing to do that shit. If you're not willing to die for anything else, then don't become a fucking parent. Period. I mean, oh my god. If I saw some dude and his daughter's about to get hit by a truck and the nigga runs out the way. Or it's like a dude just walking across the street and he has a nice stroller with some babies in it. And then all of a sudden it gets stuck in some train tracks or some shit and the nigga runs away. Oh my god, I'll beat the shit out that motherfucker. Oh my god. I'll literally fucking kill his ass. Like, I'll just leave his ass in front of the train because that's fucked up shit. You don't do that shit. Don't become a parent if you cannot handle responsibility, period. That being said, and then she goes out. She's like, okay, it's time. I'm gonna find her. She just fucking runs. Oh my god, this dude. He literally. I want to see this dude. If I was him, I would have got knocked the fuck out. I'd be like, bitch, come fuck down. Shit, you're a little girl. I'm your fucking guardian now, bitch. Like, I'm not gonna let you go out there and possibly kill yourself. No. About to get a black eye, but you ain't gonna be dead. Shit. I mean, it's a thing. Again, with the beginning of the fucking rant, I don't like that. You have to instill discipline, not no crazy discipline like they do in Japan. They take it to a whole nother level, where apparently, I've dishonored my family. It's like, that's a little too extreme. That's a little too extreme. And there are some places where your kid can literally be like 9 years old and he can become a drug kingpin and be on heroin and shit. That's too little. Find the equilibrium. And in America right now, the equilibrium is... It's starting to shift. It's starting to shift down. I would much rather have it shift up. I'd rather have kids saying, I dishonored my family and kill themselves, than kids running around on heroin and shit at 9 years old. Don't say that shit won't happen, because it already happens in other parts of the world. Africa. Do I have to say any more? Do I have to say any more? Like, leave the shit. It happens there. Like, no. Okay, let's get back onto it. And then, basically, she runs out. And then all of a sudden, the dude with the fox mask sees her as she's running. So that's pretty important. Because it could tie in a little bit later. Because it says you don't know the dark side. And I saw the preview of next week's episode, and it already clicked in my head what the fuck's going on. Partially. It's between two different theories that I have about what's happening. But if you haven't seen the preview, I'm not going to try and spoil that shit. No. Or I'm not going to bring out any theories on this shit. Because it's not something I'm going to try and predict. Because if I'm right, I don't want to take away that moment. I don't want to take away that moment. Because it's like, hey, wait a minute, that dude was right. Because if you go into something thinking something, and if it's right, then you feel kind of spoiled and it lessens the experience. So I don't want to do that. All I'm going to say is that from what we saw, the queen came out and she was about to do something. Or something like that. And Inai's trying to warn her because she thinks that she doesn't know the shit's going on. It turns out, yeah, she fucking does. Hell yeah, she does. Like, she's the queen of the country of the dead and she's a living person. There's a fucking reason behind that. Because apparently in order to live here, you have to be dead. Just saying, just saying, just saying. If she's at the ceremony, something's about to happen. I'm not gonna state the fucking theory. Hell no, hell no. Fuck that shit. What I'm gonna say is that, yes, disciplining your children can be considered abuse sometimes, and some people do take it way overboard. That is a fact. People do take it way overboard. But you cannot say that you cannot discipline them at all. Because if you don't teach your children right from wrong, then history will become even shittier than the past. In the past, people knew right from wrong, and they chose to go away from it. If you don't know right from wrong, picture our fucking future. Just saying, just saying. Now comment down below what you think about the episode. Smithers are. Have a good day.